Hi, this is Adam for RaW 12:51am. I'm here with two members of Ghouls before their Birmingham show. How you guys doing?
All right.
Hello.
Yeah, good.
Doing good?
I'm good. Nice.
Yeah, we're very good, thank you.
Alright, so for anyone who doesn't know you guys, how would you describe your music?
An amalgamation of a lot of different things. It's punk rock based, but with a lot of offshoots of lots of different things. There's a saxophone, a trombone involved, and we take influence from all over the show. So, yeah, just a mixture.
I don't really think we've got a genre name for it.
So we don't hold ourselves down to anything. We just do what we want to.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Have you guys found any inspirations during your run? Yeah.
I mean, just doing the whole thing, you encounter so many people, so many things that you draw all the influence from those things. They're what you draw lyrics from. They're what you draw. You hear bands, you hear, I don't know, music along the way that you then take and you make your own. But
one of the best things about doing this as well is that like you meet a lot of bands and you get to know a lot of bands that you wouldn't have met otherwise, or you wouldn't have been exposed to otherwise. So on the sort of underground circuit, there's like been some really, really decent artists we've come across, like great cynics, like Risky and Ridicule, like I don't know, JB Conspiracy. Yeah,
so many.
This is pretty endless.
You just also meet loads of people that you would never have met and have like exclusive experiences with those people, you know.
What's been your most memorable show out of all tours, all shows, for good or bad reasons?
Alright, first one I can think of the top of my head is the 2000 Trees Festival we played in the summer. We played main stage, which we never thought we would ever get, and it was, I mean, I don't know how many people. I don't want to say 1,000, but it was a lot of people, and
I was actually in that crowd.
Were you there?
I was there.
Oh, wicked!
That was a good set.
Yeah. With that.
So, based on your experience of crowds, what makes a great audience?
Just people that aren't there to not do anything, and people who are there to just let loose, who don't care what other people think, who are just ready for a good time, you know. I mean, it helps if they know who we are and stuff and they can sing songs, but at the end of the day, what it whittles down to is if they're not just there to pose, they're there because they want to have fun, they want to enjoy themselves.
At the same time, you know, you can get like really nice, responsive crowds who don't go mental, which is, you know, it's just a different kind of appreciation. Yeah. But we've still had some really fun shows for that. But it is great when people are going mad and stage diving and generally partying.
Yeah, I think it's like there's something in a sense where people are genuinely enjoying what you're creating. That's like a really weird but really cool feeling.
Earlier this year, you released a sort of mini album. You called it. Sorry, it was part 2. Great Expectations Part 2. What made you have it as a part 2? What was the decision?
We recorded 4 tracks and released it as Great Expectations. But what we did, the songs we recorded for 10,000 Words on were all songs that had kind of been floating around for a while. Mm-hmm. That we'd released various demos of and stuff, but we'd never like tied it down and put it on a record, and that's what 10,000 Words was. But we wrote these other songs and we just wanted to get them out there as soon as possible, so we literally, within the inception of writing them and releasing them, was about 4 weeks. It was like we wrote them, went in the studio and released them, and never put much thought into like putting any PR behind it. And what we found is we were going to shows and people didn't even realise they were released. So instead of just re-releasing the EP we thought we'd add some more tracks onto it and like bring them together, call it a mini album, so those songs weren't lost. And that was the thought, was thinking behind it. Yeah,
and also like when we sell like CDs and stuff at shows and things, and you know, when it goes up on iTunes and that, it just gives people more value for money when they purchase like the music and that. It's nice to have like a cohesive, you know. We felt like we wrapped up those songs and that writing period quite nicely then, didn't we? And now, you know, further moved on to other things.
You did a few festivals in 2014 and 15. 2000 Trees being the main one, I suppose.
Yeah.
Are you planning to do any next year?
Yes.
Can't really say anything about
it.
Definitely.
Definitely. There's something to be excited about, I suppose.
Yeah. One thing that's always a highlight, actually, of our festival calendar is in Birmingham, where we are at the moment, isn't it? And it's like a student-run festival called Vale Festival. That's we've played it for a couple of years on the trot, and it's one of those shows that people, they don't really know anything about it, but it just kicks off every year. So I suspect we'll probably be back at that next year for one of them, but I'm sure there'll be some other ones that we'll be announcing at some point.
Check us out if you want. Facebook.com/Ghouls.
If this is out in time.
Follow us on Twitter. I don't know.
Yeah.
But check us out if we're coming to town near you, and if you don't, then don't.
Passive, I like it. Beautiful.